bump and rebound cycle. It's a flesh wound, but it's an annoyance, is the point that
and as I said, there's a little bit of
front and has just bruised that wall.
Tell the story?
Yeah, I was about to say there's more to it. So when he gets to the next wall, so on both sides. So here's the other angle. Now this one here.
Yeah. Bang! That's hit hard.
Yeah, so that's
right across to the inside wall. That's unusual when you've done. When he turned in, it's still going really quick when he made contact with that right-hand wall. Wow. We'll just try to get that a little bit earlier for you. But that damage, gone. He actually lost the rear of the car, unlike any of the other. Sideways, misses the turning point, gets the slippery surface, and had no way of correcting that. Have a look how sideways that car was. That reminds me of Glenn Seaton's one many years ago. How could that happen?
That was really weird. Scott, but look at the nonsense back here, and round goes Cam Waters at turn 9. So up at the staircase as well on this restart lap. That's the other angle.
Board now with Craig Lowndes, so he gets hit there. Now, did he actually get...
What happened to Coulthard? So he climbed over Richie Stanaway. That's the reason for the damage.
And it was Golding and Stanaway and Hazelwood, all three rookies. Oh, here we go. Dave Reynolds in tips turning. Gee, that's a 6.
Advisor to contemplate.
Yeah, it looked like it might have been a little bump with Simona. There's a nasty. Now, I don't know whether he was covering. Definitely there was a little bit of contact on the way in. Can't get the car across. And
damage, big contact with LeBron. In fact, on one of the 5 rookies in 2018. And
Garth with Simona, with Todd, and just a little wheel contact like that. And straight off goes Tander. Oh, he's in the fence. So that's damage.
Lost a heap of time in all that. No, more trouble here at 3.
And from Blanchard with that actually helped.
It will be super slippery there. He's major slippery, so much so that he's half rotated it. Does it stay off rotated to the inside? He's full left lock. He's grabbed the brake. And
here's the slide.
Looking
that's Tander.
Between Simona and Todd Hazelwood.
Anton's going to be in some trouble for that one.
Rick Kelly and Cam Waters. So Rick clobbers that in, not giving him a car width on the run in there. No, it actually wasn't. The wall was the next part. Lost it. Huge damage in the left rear corner of that.
He was up a fair way. Takes 2 to tango with those ones. So we'll see what.
Yeah, we've been struggling with our car all weekend, and should help us from here on. But yeah, started out, got a pretty good start, and then tried to pit.
James coming into the pit. Now that's the only bit that I'm not the pit. Crompo. That's why he's got the narrow line going there.
Gardner looks down the inside. His teammate, he's got him.
This will be a safety car. He won't get out. Nice job. Then there was some contact down here, so that was Richie Stanaway into the back of Scott. No, we're on board with. Yep, he was. Yep, that's very similar to the Garth Tander.
So that's a second stop, boys. They've just run that strategy.
And more about what happened here at turn 4. So someone has helped Richie Stanaway.
I reckon it was. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was LeBron. Sorry.
And Tander together, it is. Now they. And so here he is.
Yeah,
awkward.
Awkward. That's a very good way of explaining it.
Now, it's James Golding up the inside of Lee Holdsworth and Blanchard on the outside in the blue car. So they've locked wheels. Actually, it was turn 3.
The 3 into 4?
Yeah, the gap between 3 to 4.
Oh, that's it. So over there, you'll see Simona, current race 14. And then, big spin there for Mako.
Runoff area and into those tyre barriers, which have done a great job to dampen the energy, but that's
there. One of the reasons for why.
Here's the real-time replay.
Gee, Anton's only just going to get away with that. He only just got in. He was running wide to get there. So he escorted. You see what the bumping was with Heimgartner. In fact, Heimgartner's now done the... And then have a look at the rest. They're all skiing through there at warp speed. So who gets into Cam Waters, who gets into Frosty. So Golding...
space, but that was an awkward move, wasn't it?
And who was it?
James Golding and Will got together. Remember, Will was in the warp here. Oh dear. So we've got contact nose to tail between Di Pasquale and big contact. I think they'll have to clear the car from where it is. That's heavy contact. So Anton committed to the pass that I alluded to. So there were cars inside the traffic island, and this is all the crazy.
So that's what he's talking about. That was Scott getting into jump for the bang. Yep,
Big one.
that's the bang.
Side.
Oh, there you go. Well,
So that's kind of what was going on here with Slade and Waters. So Cam's tagged and turned. As to what happened with Caruso. Oh, that was close to actually rolling there on the run out of.
there's the wing come. Check this out, and he is spinning off the end of the main straight with no rear downforce.
He's gone in there 5Ks too quick. We have a look at the Jack LeBrock and Tim Blanchard shot of it in the lane. It looked even worse after this.
Well, that's the first bit. That's
20
exit curb.
Yeah, grabbed the curb and bounced it. Euro Cup champion. Actually, that's a fairly 04.
It's gone for a long time.
It was. Yeah, plenty of time to think about it.
Dale Wood and James Courtney has got to the right-hand side to get the inside move. He locked it.
I think on a pass, side by side through turn one. I'll go back to you guys for now.
Orange and yellow cars mid-pack.
That'd be
Somebody else was into the back, and this is the one that we just witnessed a moment ago. And up by everybody else.
There's Earl.
See, it's the curb. Yeah. Nice.
Oh, so it was Lowndes.
That was James at this point is just the pack.
Back in the braking area to pick up on what had happened. But how's the force?
On.
Looked like he ran in there very deep himself. That Sandtrap's done a very good job down the bottom of the hill. Ooh.
And that's give
Around, you can see the front wheels and turned the other way.
for the team to resolve. So
that has, as you can see from those, off, and it was McPhillamby Park. Wow, that's close to going into the fence. Does he make it? Yes, he does. And trap at McPhillamby Park, and then hits the tyre fence.
a mistake down at the bottom of the hill. And the big mate race. He makes a mistake. Larry Perkins got himself in a spot of bother down there a few years ago. Stephen Richards there to make that work.
Oh!
Trouble! Wheels up, the wheels come off the key. No, it's all of a sudden. I heard Paul say on the radio I had a long pedal at the chuck.
Oh, so it was sideways. He ran up onto the just locked the wheel. It's run a little bit wide. Yeah, it's just not as bad as the Dean Canto one from yesterday.
Oh, I think he's whacked the wall. On the replay's gone in too hard into turn one. Oh dear, it's contact with. Oh dear, so that's the reason why it ended up in the wall. Both cars from Tickford. There's a lock-up in the background there, and a big one.
Bang.
Fiore's, he got the wall wide. We've seen a couple of people actually glance the wall out there this year. Yeah. Oh. Run wide, hit the concrete wall, and rip the right.
Good gear, straight ahead. So bang, bang, and then
Car number 8 at the moment when you look at people on slick tyres, wet track.
Concept I had going before when you were doing your stock take of car.
Wrestling that thing under control. That was the first car to get onto a wet. And it hasn't helped. Down the inside comes Stephen Richards. Big contact with Warren Luff.
Remember the Pertec car.
Oh, shocking impact with the inside wall for Will Brown. Decides to go for a gap, and it was only 7-8.
Down to your right, bang. Look to your right, there you go. That was, get down there. This is going to be contact. He gives him a hit, he goes into the fence.
And was there damage then on the right rear of that? Slapped the...
Here's Heimgartner, who
just chicane. This is the turn 2 replay. Scott's straight way to go, and that is substantial. Talking about, and he's driven it straight in. Oh,
that won't debrief well. And they take.
That's the real-time audio. In
Probably achieved their overall car stiffness more with the sway bar.
You're 2 and 3 wide here, and so Lowndes did get rotated.
Was that Garth? Yes, Coulthard's car 2-0. Front of the car's all stove in. Here we go. Gee.
And they're playing for keeps in that location because the speed, as you know, Mark, is hovering, bang and off. For Fabian Coulthard, twice.
Talking about going to start another lap. He's down in 14th. That's handy. Understeers off. It's pretty gentle, but it's just caught.
He lands next. Here's the replay of what happened to Jamie at 4.
Same.
Exactly like his teammate. 3 and 4, there is no grip.
Ooh.
So it's just...
Better. He stays off the fence. No, but Nick, watch this. When that remembering you arrived there at roughly 250. Hey, watch this. Real speed.
Running, this is going to be hard yards, and there's a little bump and grind.
He was running wide. Oh, there is actually enough.
In the middle of the corner, dirty side of the...
Wrong for that, I would think, because he ended up making contact. Tim's just basically hit it behind the rear wheel.
And the question as to whether or not there was anybody else involved in that, it was Jack LeBrock.
These two had history here yesterday, and they've got more today.
And he picked the throttle up in the... under investigation from race control. Cars 1, and it's crazy. We've got a wheel getting bulldozed.
Whoa. And then sideways over the inside curb. And when we look back...
At turn 1, and that is Chaz Mostert did, and part of his departure there that actually... About 3 laps between them, they being McLaughlin.
Second on track, Van Gisbergen is back there. That hit... Gone. Gone. Now listen.
Sound. Pulled the whole side out of the car.
So they're in exactly the same boat for 97 and racing team car.
Thanks, Greg. We're looking into all these replays, and can you believe that this is on board the Mobil 1 Boost Mobile car? What does this do?
Blanchard